When we're talking about Nickelodeon, we must talk about the list of all the shows that were burnt off from the Nick Jr. block on Nickelodeon to the Nick Jr. channel, which many of the shows suffered due to the Girls Rule Sundays thing, or at the fact that everybody was criticizing the shows because of how terrible they are. But then again, they're just people's opinions. So let's hop on this bandwagon and see what shows that were burnt off. Here we go. When we are looking at Nick Jr., we seen that Nick Jr. is doing fine now that they're in the splat zone, right? Well, not exactly at this point. As of right now, as I'm writing the script, we are going to be looking over at all of the burn-offs that were on the Nick Jr. channel. Now, according to Kawaii Life Antonio, it happened back then in the early years with some classic Nick Jr. shows ended up being burnt off. And what do you mean by that? Well, let's take a look. The Backyardigans, The Wonder Pets, Ni Hao Kai Lan, and yeah, those are the few classic Nick Jr. shows that had this. Starting with The Backyardigans. 4 episodes from the 4th and final season never aired on Nickelodeon, part of the Nick Jr. block. Instead, they all premiered on the Nick Jr. channel from 2012 to 2013. 2 episodes were left unaired on Nickelodeon and the Nick Jr. channel, and reruns were aired until August of 2018. The Wonder Pets. Only 6 episodes from the 3rd and final season never aired on Nickelodeon at all. Instead, they were booted to the Nick Jr. channel from 2011 to 2016. Reruns aired until the same concept as The Backyardigans is at this point. Thankfully for Ni Hao Kai Lan, only 1 episode was left unaired on the main Nickelodeon network, which was Journey to the Monkey King Castle, being left unaired. It had already premiered on the Nick Jr. channel on August 21st, 2011. The show stopped rerunning regularly on February 24th, 2015 during the downfall of the Nick Jr. channel, part of the Nick Mom era, but it did return for 3 weeks, starting on September 12th, 2016. And the reruns aired until September 30th of that year. Then we get, oh please do not get me started with the shows that did not even fit on the Nick Jr. channel, with Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012. Seriously, both of them aired once, and that's it. Now let's move on. After Paw Patrol had been premiered, Wally Kazam. This is the first burn off. This happened. Now, many episodes were left unaired on Nickelodeon. They premiered on the separate Nick Jr. channel from May 2016 to September 2017. Currently shown in reruns on Nick Jr. Pluto TV? No. That's a lie. It's not airing. It's not currently shown in reruns. As I just checked the schedule, I just kind of doubt that. The show stopped rerunning regularly in 2020 during the Baby Shark Nick Jr. scandal era, but it returned with one airing on March 31st, 2022, after my 20th birthday. Dora and Friends Into the City. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The show premiered and moved to the separate The show premiered on Nickelodeon, but unfortunately, the show moved to the separate Nick Jr. channel in February 2016, leaving many episodes unaired on Nickelodeon. The show stopped rerunning regularly on October 18th, 2021. The Fresh Beat Band of Spies. According to the Futon Critic, many episodes were scheduled to air on Nickelodeon, but they were pulled from the schedule. 4 episodes were aired on Nickelodeon before the show were burned off to the Nick Jr. channel. Currently shown in reruns on Nick Jr. Pooh TV, no, that's a lie. Kinda doubt that. Shimmer and Shine. Okay, my auntie loved Shimmer and Shine. A lot of people in the Shimmer and Shine fan base were not impressed that Nickelodeon burnt the show off. Especially one of my aunties who watched Shimmer and Shine, and she cried that it was gone. Though I did tell her where it was. It was burnt off to the Nick Jr. channel, leaving many episodes unaired from Nickelodeon. They all aired on the Nick Jr. channel from March 2018 to February 2020. Reruns stopped until in 2021. The Winx Club. That's the first burn off for female aimed targeted programming. Okay, Harvey Beaks and the Loud House. Both shows, Harvey Beaks aired once, while the Loud House aired twice, on May 7, 2016 and May 8, 2016. For unknown reasons. Next up, Nella the Princess Knight. The first 23 episodes were shown on Nick. Premieres aired on the separate Nick Jr. channel from February 2018 before the Nick Jr. Refresh rebrand to December 2019. 3 episodes from the second and final season didn't air on the Nick Jr. channel, but were burnt off to streaming on Paramount Plus in July of 2021. After that, it got purged. Nobody didn't even archive the episodes. Watch Cartoons Online didn't archive it, nor Kim Cartoon. So Kawaii Life Antonio said that the second and final seasons now lost media. WCO only got season 1. Probably Kim Cartoon has season 1 as well. Yeah, not a great thing of Nella the Princess Knight. Not a very great thing. Moving on, we get to Sunny Day. The first 27 episodes were shown on Nick. Premieres aired on the Nick Jr. channel from October 2018 to December 2019. In which, in reality, this is where Thomas left the Nick Jr. schedule when Nick lost the rights to the show. 11 episodes of Sunny Day were never aired on the network, and instead they moved on to Amazon Prime Video in 2020. Which is the dirtiest thing I have ever heard and ever seen. Butterbean's Cafe. Despite it was created by the same people who did Bubble Guppies, a lot of episodes were left unaired on the main Nickelodeon channel. They premiered on the separate Nick Jr. channel from August 2019 from August 2019 to August 2020. Seriously? And this was because of the Girls Rule Sundays, which unfortunately kicked the bucket. Yeah. As it's part of a female-aimed targeted programming. Kindlewood and the Beats Buds Let's Jam, let's not talk about them. They had a short duration. for Beat Buds Let's Jam aired until July 16, 2021. In Kinderwood, I don't know when it aired until. Seriously, I say June 4th to December 3rd. I just don't know. Okay, Camp Coral, SpongeBob's Undersea Years. Don't get me started with that. A 2-hour marathon aired on the Nick Jr. channel despite it was being a Nicktoon and CGI on November 13, 2022. Paw Patrol was the next after the marathon, but it's possible that it was originally scheduled, but Camp Coral was accidentally aired in instead. Oh, it figures. The Fresh Beat Band. Only 5 episodes were left unaired on Nickelodeon as they burnt the rest of the episodes off to the Nick Jr. channel from 2012 to 2013. Zufari. A short, underrated, short-lived show. The show aired 9 times on Nick Jr. on Nick before moving to the separate Nick Jr. channel, where premieres aired from March to October of the same year of 2018. Really? Seriously? That's insane. The show aired 9 times on the Nick Jr. block before moving to the separate Nick Jr. channel, where premieres aired until from March to October 2018, and then it got canceled. That's crazy. Ugh. Okay, let's see what else. Okay. Corn and Peg, which got screwed over also. Many episodes were left unaired on Nickelodeon. Then they premiered on the Nick Jr. channel on March 4th. The final episode aired on October 8th, 2020. The series just ran for 2 seasons, as it moved part of the Nick Jr. All-Stars during the Baby Shark Nick Jr. scandal era. Deer Squad didn't give Deer Squad a chance at all. Probably many episodes were left unaired at this point. Wow. Dino Dan, despite it was on Universal Kids though. Oh, probably a lot of episodes were left unaired from Dino Dan as well. Or maybe it's just a Nick Jr. exclusive. Or did it air on Nickelodeon? No, I don't think so. It's just a Nick Jr. exclusive, I'm afraid. Kukarajuku, for some odd reason, they had better treatment on Nick Jr. rather than Nickelodeon. Okay, didn't make no sense. Lego City Adventures, don't talk about it. Lalaloopsy. Many episodes of the shows were left unaired on Nickelodeon, and only after our first few episodes. Then it premiered on the separate Nick Jr. channel. The show aired to the last time on September 14th, 2015, but reruns aired up until October 2nd of 2016. Ugh. But thankfully it went. But thankfully, though, there was a new Loopsy animated series which moved to Netflix at this point. If it was moved to Netflix. Little Charmers, not impressed with the treatment, unfortunately. Not completely surprised that it did not have the best treatment there is. What? Mia and Me, Mysticons, and Regal Academy, don't talk about them. They've been burnt off. Part of this. Rainbow Rangers. Didn't give them a chance either. That's why it was burned to the Cartoon Channel, though. Ricky Zoom, despite it was made by Hasbro / Entertainment One in UKUQ. Okay, despite Ricky Zoom was made by Hasbro, but unfortunately only aired and it got canceled after that one season with a number of 52 episodes, which got screwed over. So that got screwed. Rusty Rivets. Oh, dear, that got screwed over. Despite it was made by Spin Master. Despite being done by the same people despite being done by the same people who did Paw Patrol. In association with Jam Filled, not cool. The Smurfs. The big question, why did it get premieres on the Nick Jr. block there? It didn't make no sense. It did not make no sense to me. I don't know why. Thomas and Friends. Not even Thomas got a chance. And according to someone's comment that Mattel made the contract and Nick fumbled it, and both of them were to blame. And this was where we get to the scandal of the fact that if Mattel just renewed the contract with PBS, the original series would still be running and wasn't a generic toy mess it is in now. And at the moment of which it was revealed that PBS never liked anything from Hit Entertainment to begin with. Yet very hypocritical, they worked together on PBS Kid Sprout before NBC Universal got involved and began to get full control of PBS Kid Sprout. And when Hit Entertainment was sold to Mattel by Apex Partners, oh boy, do not get me started with that scandal during 2011 to 2013. Don't get me started with it. Don't get me started with it. Not even Tickety Talk get a chance? I don't know. If it's a Nick Jr. exclusive, though, I don't know. I don't know if it was a Nick Jr. exclusive, though. Wabba Wubsy and Yo Gabba Gabba probably on their episodes probably aired on Noggin at this point. Please do not talk. Oh, please, we do not want to talk about Nick Mom. We do not want to talk about Nick Mom. If you want to check out the history video about Nick Mom, I'll put a link in the video description below. Okay, what next? Okay, Santiago of the Seas, which is another burn-off. Okay, not cool. Santiago of the Seas was supposed to carry the Dora the Explorer and Go Diego Go tradition, but it just didn't last that long. Bossy Bear, currently burnt off to the Nick Jr. channel, at this point, as of 2024. Baby Shark's Big Show, currently got burnt off to the Nick Jr. channel. Not even Baby Shark was safe from the burn-off treatment. And I think that might be because of the fact that everybody criticized at the point that Nickelodeon did a big mistake and didn't learn nothing from Fred the TV series, nor Awesomeness TV, nor Ryan's Mystery Playdate. Though, speaking of Ryan's Mystery Playdate, Ryan's Mystery Playdate got the Ollie's Pack style treatment. Not cool. Adventures of Paddington, that got screwed over. Max and Ruby, that also got screwed over, according to a user on Kawaii Life Antonio's Burnoffs of the Nick Jr. channel video. Even Peter Rabbit got burnt off. No surprise. Okay then. So, Peter Rabbit 2 got burnt off. Okay, that's too much. This is just too much. Too much. Seriously. Even Max and Ruby got burnt off? No surprise. The Adventures of Paddington, really, only aired on Nickelodeon for a short amount of time, and before the show was moved to the Nick Jr. channel. Seriously, not cool. Everybody he was outpouring about this burn off treatment, and it all happened. And I think this all has to do with one single show that is to blame. This show was Paw Patrol. Oh, great! So Paw Patrol always airs the new episodes, and also when Paw Patrol premiered, it started a surge. It started a surge. So that caused a big problem with many shows getting burnt off. Okay. Okay, what's this trivia about Paw Patrol? Paw Patrol is the second Nick Jr. show to reach its 8th season after Dora the Explorer. Ugh. Okay, first of all, it's a Nick co-production, not an original. It's a Nick co-production with Spin Master. And in 2021, Paw Patrol was renewed for a 9th season, making it the first Nick Jr. show to go past 8 seasons, and thus surpass Dora the Explorer as the longest-running Nick Jr. show. However, yes, Paw Patrol is solely owned by Spin Master. Dora still holds the record as the longest-running Nick Jr. original show. Yeah, there's no way Dora can be beaten by a group of pups. No way. Just no way. No freaking way. I'm tired. Seriously. The show isn't even Nickelodeon's show. Seriously. To be honest at this point, I'd rather see other Nick Jr. shows to have their turns to air their shows fairly. Paw Patrol, ugh. It sounds like Nickelodeon just wants to, milk it to death. But thankfully, though, they're milking Dora now. And besides that, I think I would rather see Dora get milked rather than Paw Patrol. Oh wait, I missed a Nick. Oh wait. Was that you say? I missed a Nick Jr. show that got burned off? Oh yeah, Top Wayne. They didn't give Top Wayne a chance. Well, despite the show being kind of a thing. Yeah. Top Wayne is more of a and it was produced by 9 Story Media. Oh, and let's not forget about Blue's Clues and You. Blue's Clues and You 2 got burnt off. The Tiny Chef Show? No, it didn't. No, it's not going to get burned off anytime soon because Nickelodeon began airing new episodes beginning on April 8th. It's very nice to see Tiny Chef getting the much recognition he deserves. I just surely hope that there aren't any other newer Nick Jr. shows that are going to get this bad treatment. And I surely hope that the upcoming newer Nick Jr. shows do not get this stupidity of a treatment because it will be bad for the show's reputation and Nickelodeon's business, because at this moment I think Nickelodeon is just making shows just to compete with Paw Patrol, and that really breaks my heart. That truly breaks my heart. But what's to say? I cannot believe this. But what about the other shows that also do this burn off tradition? Well, honestly, despite this, Nickelodeon and other TV networks are basically following Fox's footprint onto burning off shows after what Fox did to Futurama. Despite Futurama's poor airing and erratically reception back in the 2000s and late 90s, back in the early 2000s and late 90s, according to Eric West 94-93, Disney Junior did not give some of their shows a chance due to some modern shows, like Ella the Elephant getting burned off at 3 a.m. in the morning. Are you kidding? First Ollie's Pack, then Ryan's Recipe Playdate, and now Ella the Elephant on Disney Junior at this point? Seriously. Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. are doing this as treatment, and now Disney Junior is following this bandwagon? Okay. This is completely not healthy. This isn't healthy at all. I mean, can you believe this? And I thought the Nicktoons death treatment is gone, but turns out I was wrong. Seriously, I was wrong. Big Nate and Rugrats Reboot 2021 did not go so well. Ugh. And I still couldn't believe that Nickelodeon is still doing this. As of right now, Nickelodeon is now currently airing, I don't know, probably milking Paw Patrol still, probably milking SpongeBob still, probably the Patrick Star Show, probably confirming to be burned off soon, or probably the Loud House, because I'm not sure if the Loud House is going to have this bad treatment too. I just really hope that the Patrick Star Show isn't next. I hope the Loud House isn't next, because who knows? The Loud House probably is still going to get melted as such. I know the Patrick Star Show is still up there. But what I do know is that Nickelodeon hadn't aired Aftertunes since the beginning at this point. Ugh. Okay. I think that's mostly it at this point. I hope this Nick Jr. death treatment don't get worse. Or is at this point? Because if it does, then we're gonna have a big problem. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, you know what I make. Thank you. Ooh. And goodbye.